The boogeyman has popped back outside, huh? Kendrick K. Lamar, Kendrick Duckworth, huh? Dropped another one, dropped a Lucy. Now, you know what? I gotta give you guys a reaction to this one, and I think this one I may be able to do this one because I don't think it's on DSP, so hopefully it won't get taken down. We'll see. But yo, song dropped it yesterday. I listened to it. I'm like, okay, cool. This is some shit. This is deep. I need the lyric breakdown, right? And I can see Twitter. Everyone on Twitter is losing their fucking mind, and shit's just crazy out there. So I want to go through the song and kind of just what's going on out here around this whole Kendrick situation. And let me just make this very fucking clear. I respect every rapper involved. Honestly, these rappers are the reason why I'm a fan of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for every single rapper involved in this whole situation, I would not care about hip hop at all. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally. Like, at least I grew up on this shit. I grew up when Kendrick and Drake popped out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen it. I witnessed it. I've been witnessing it. I argued with motherfuckers in high school over tables, just debating this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely, I love this whole situation. I love it. I love it. So everything I'm saying is coming from a perspective of just being excited to come back to hip hop. And also, I mean, this record right here is very deep. That's why I want to talk to you guys about it. But let me be clear. If Drake could drop 100 gigs or nothing and drop all these Lucy's, Kendrick could drop one Lucy. What's the problem? And it doesn't have to be a banger. It doesn't have to be the single. It doesn't have to be any of that. And my real prediction is Kendrick's going to drop something on Tupac's birthday. It's tomorrow. Something's going to happen. Reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. Life goes on. I mean, all my babies. So I'm thinking that we're going to get a drop tomorrow. But let's be clear. Kendrick could drop Lucy's on Instagram if he fucking wants to. We just witnessed all types of leaks and whatever. Like, bro, let him cook. If he wants to drop some stuff and just expressing, we're not pressed. But on Twitter, like, they're like treating this like, yo, this is supposed to be the follow-up to relax. Academics are saying it's a misstep. Bro, what are you doing? It's just another layer to the whole situation. It's just something else for us fans to enjoy and take in. And another thing I want to make clear, no matter what is said, when you ask yourself, who is performing at the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025? I want you to answer that question at home to yourself. Tell me who is performing. Because when I think, and my answer is, it's Kendrick. So no matter what niggas say, Kendrick is performing at the halftime show. W to Kendrick and PG Lang, huh? I've been on Twitter. Oh my God. The comments are crazy. There's some of the high level nasty work going on. I watched Academic stream yesterday, and for the first 45, I only watched 45 minutes of it, right? But I was looking at his comments. Everyone was saying, Cope, you're lying. Wow, what the fuck? Compromise. I never seen the chat just be in so much disagreement to what was going on. It's crazy. You can go on his YouTube, it's up now. You can go look for yourself. The comments was not going for it. But he just said a whole bunch of shit that's like, first off, bro was just hyping up a game 2 or a round 2. Whatever. We'll talk about that. Cause not everyone watches that. But he just flip-flops so crazy, and he's just mad that fucking Kendrick kind of dissed him on this record. So let's go ahead and get into it. Originally, I thought the record was called Black Air Forces. I think I'm still going to call it Black Air Forces, but the name of it is called Watch the Party Die. Now, you guys know the industry, it's always been wild, but really, it's really just been wild of late. And my overview from what I've seen from this record, and this is not without looking at lyrics, this is just listening, trying to get an ear. I've only listened to it once, twice, just so I don't have a full, because I want to do a reaction. But he's essentially, and this is why anyone that has anything really bad to say, it's like, yo, he doesn't like what's going on in the industry, and he believes that shit needs to be reset. And he's being extremely raw. This is like Blacker the Berry. When Blacker the Berry came out, Kendrick Lamar, Blacker the Berry, I'm sure you guys remember that record. That shit was shocking. We had never heard aggression like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's like when motherfuckers heard NWA back in the day. Blacker the Berry was a very aggressive record. This one is on a cool soul sample. Shout out to Pasquet and Soundwave and a few others that produced this record. But it's very smooth, but his delivery, it's very aggressive. You can tell there's some emotion in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I really do love it. So we're going to play it, and let's see what we got.
Watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get them whacked and disqualified. We even kill the killers cause they like taking innocent lives. Burn a whole village, we start over. It's really that.
Okay, so off the rip, this stuff has gotten too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get them whacked and disqualified. We even kill the killers cause they taking innocent lives. Burn a whole village. We start over. It's really that time. Now, if we think about it, I mean, just think about all the things that we see going on. It's just like, bro, most of people, out of all this shit that's going on, there's a bunch of people, believe it or not, there's a bunch of good people in the world that just want to wake up every day and just literally work to a greater cause. And there's a lot more people out there in the world that want that than I believe the other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it begins with it begins with the meat, it begins with everything we're consuming. You understand? So for an artist like him to take a stand like this just to go in this direction, I think is real. And I also believe that I don't think he's trying to distract from the Super Bowl thing. No matter what, no matter when they selected the Super Bowl, when he was actually selected, people were going to say something regardless. Period. You don't think that when Jay-Z and Kendrick decided this was going to happen in New Orleans, that there was going to be some sort of something at it's like, come on. But it's for Jay-Z and Lil Wayne to be like kicking it like a week or two before. I mean, I would hope that maybe Wayne was already aware. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going everywhere. But let's think about it. Lil Wayne, after his situation with the record label he was with and the attempt on his life, right? The money that was taken from him, right? He's by himself. He doesn't know what to do. Jay-Z comes in, takes care of his taxes, like I think $14 million, whatever it was, allegedly, but he said it himself, so it's kind of true, right? And with all that, Lil Wayne is his own person right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, no matter how we and the fans feel, like, and I'm seeing, like, we see Birdman and Nicki Minaj and all that, and we're going to talk about them and their reactions. I don't even think that represents how Lil Wayne himself feels. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could be wrong, but Lil Wayne to me seems like right now he's in his own bag. You know what I mean? He may not be involved with all the people that are responding to this. He may have not even wanted to do the show. You know what I mean? I know he said he did it in an interview, but it's like, I don't know. I just like, it's hard for me to believe that fucking Jay-Z would do that. If it did, I mean, obviously that would be a conversation when we figure that out for sure. But, Nicki Minaj going on Twitter and calling Jay-Z a house N-word with the hard R is crazy. I don't care how you put it. That is ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's just crazy. And they got their problems, so In her eyes, it may be extremely justified, but outside looking in over the Super Bowl, I don't know. It's just like, wow, that's wild. So right now, Kendrick drops a song saying, "Watch the party die." And we're literally witnessing so many different powers that be going to war in the industry. Everyone got random situations that they're going. There's just so much going on. So he just drops a little letter. Say, hey, this is how I feel about all this shit's going on. And it's bigger than just Drake. I don't think this is a diss record of Drake. Of course, he did acknowledge, I walked that man down. I did everyone a solid. I mean, from what we've seen, it's definitely a little walk down. You know what I'm saying? It was a little walk down. But besides the point, I think the message in this record is so much bigger than a rap beef. It is, this industry is fucked up from top to bottom. And he's been saying F the industry since N95. I mean, for a minute, but N95 is where he put his foot down. Or at least I believe it was N95. So I think Kendrick, man, ultimately, he's writing a letter just to the industry in general. This is more a message to those people. This is not even a message to the fans. You know what I'm saying? This is just, this is where I stand on this. And I think that with Tupac's birthday coming tomorrow, that's when the real record is going to come out. You know what I'm saying? The actual, the big boy, the big kahuna. Because out of all the disrespect that has been on Tupac's name throughout this whole beef, I think Kendrick is going to be the one to come in and clear all that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I just had to make sure Kendrick didn't drop a record while I was live right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's get back to the record.
Time why reason with these niggas.
And the only reason I'm pausing is because I'm assuming that you guys have already heard this record, so I can pause and do a breakdown. This is not the first reaction, so please, if you're looking to go listen to the record, go play it full time, speakers, enjoy yourself. But I'm going to pause a little bit just to kind of break down, because that's kind of the point of why I'm doing this, okay? Cool.
Because if they can't see the future first, why argue with these clowns if the...
Hold on, I really like that bar. Why reason with these guys if they can't see the future first? Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work? So J. Cole, I don't know if you remember this. What was J. Cole when he dropped that snippet? J. Cole, he dropped a snippet on a bike. Hold on, let me find that. Videos, latest. Hold on. Dang, what is the name? J. Cole rap song. Bike. What the fuck is the name of the song? New J. Cole? J. Cole. Might delete later. Here we go. Oh, it's not that. I'm sorry. J. Cole. Might delete. Here we go. Right.
Oh. Stress. Now I'm on G4 jets across the sea, just pet. He took a pull of his press, went from too stressed to be blessed. Now my new recipe, just keep that fuck shit from my desk. I don't want shit but my breath. I don't want shit but my fan. Thought I used super glue, nigga. How this gun stick to my hand?
1 second. Okay, sorry about that, YouTube. Back to what I was saying.
I don't even tote no pistol, but that shit sounded so hard. Plus I don't give a fuck about lying. Once I learn these nigga fraud, I'm finna burn these nigga dog. Bring me that these nigga charcoal. I'ma send on the crossroads with the lost souls. I saw a near long quote. I these nigga fraud. I'm finna burn these.
Now chat, does this not sound similar to what Kendrick is saying on Watch the Party Die? As soon as I found out all these... Hold on.
Once I learn these nigga fraud, I'm so hard. Plus I don't give a I don't even tote no pistol, but that shit sounded so hard. Plus I don't give a fuck about lying. Once I learn these nigga fraud, I'm finna burn these nigga dog. Bring me that these nigga charcoal. I'ma send on the crossroads with the lost souls. I saw a near long quote. I would've.
I'ma send them to the crossroads with the lost souls. J. Cole just summed that shit up quick, but it's the same message. Yo, they're all frauds. I'm toting the pistol. I'm really not, but it sound good. Fuck it. They lying, so I'ma lie too. I don't give a fuck. We gonna burn him. We gonna send him to the crossroads. He's saying the same exact thing from this record here. It's the same testament, but Kendrick locked in. Kendrick locked in. You understand? 5 minutes. 5 minutes straight. So I hope that was the same point that I was making prior. But it's literally been 2 hours since since that last YouTube interruption I just had there. That's funny. So I'm back in it though. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the record, but I just had to correlate that. It's like this is the same exact emotion, same exact lane, same exact, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Let me run it back for you one more time just so you could.
About line, once I pistol, nigga, how this gun stick to my hand. I don't want shit.
Let me play the whole bar.
My fan thought I used super glue, nigga. How this gun stick to my hand. I don't even tote no pistol, but that shit sounded so hard. Plus I don't give a fuck about lying. Once I learn these nigga fraud, I'm finna burn these nigga dog. Bring me that these nigga charcoal. I'ma send on the crossroads with the lost souls. I saw a near long quote. I would've poked.
Now as we listen to the rest of this record, tell me that ain't the same exact timing. It's just a different way to say it. Right now.
The circus is well at work. Just walk that man down. That'll do everyone a solid. It's love, but tough love sometimes gotta result in fire.
And okay, so now that's the walk down. Everyone's like, yo, he's still make sure you drink that. You say no round 2. Yo, he's not. This is beyond. There's no sneak this and there's no. It's over. The champion can do what the champion wants to do. Bottom line. It's just that simple. I don't know how else to say it. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He can say whatever he wants to say. He's not going to do, just go. But this is he's painting a picture here. So all the stuff he just said about the industry, time to watch it, bam, it's wicked, burn the village, all this. And then talking about what he did with, you know who. It's just storytelling. Listen to the story. I don't know what, I'm hoping everyone is, what is it? English? You know how to write and stuff like that, right? But do you know reading? Reading comprehension? Are you comprehending what you're reading here? Like, look at the lyrics. It's way bigger than the Drake situation. This is an overall call to reset the industry and all the bullshit. What's the problem? What's the problem? Okay.
If you parading gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. Just tell us what casket the truth.
Now that one that's directly going to the media companies. Sitting there just sharing false narratives, doing that weird shit to mislead people. Another bar.
Party more than bitches. Tell me, what are you working for? They glorify scamming. You get chipped over this credit card. Influencers talk down cause I'm not with the basic shit. But they don't hate me. They hate the man that I represent. Yes. The type of man that never did right cause I want a favor. The man that resides in patience. So where the soldiers at? The ones that lost it all and learned to learn from that. A thirst for life. Head inside a book cause he concerned with that. Information that'll change his life because he yearns for that. Dedication. Finding out what's right cause he can earn from that. I feel for the women that deal with the clown and nerd shit. Can't blame them. Today they ain't really got much to work with. How many bitches harder than a lot of you niggas? Will trade all of y'all for nip. I can't be proud of you niggas. God can't.
If you hear this verse, bro, it's just him. He's fed up of the bullshit. This is like, yo, I just went through this whole beef. I watched everything everyone was saying about me on Twitter. I see what motherfuckers is talking about, disrespecting the fuck out of me. This is just, yo, you know what? All right, word. You know what? The whole industry. And obviously, he still has, there's the industry, there's a bad part of the industry and there's a extremely good part of the industry. Extremely good part of the industry. And some of those people that are good, some of them are in power, a lot of them are not. But there are, I'm not going to say a lot of them. There's a lot of people, there are a lot of people that are coming in that are pure energy, pure. They come in the game so pure, wanting to connect, network, just expand, help people. That's how people come into this industry. But then that fucked up side literally fucks with the psyche and mental of these people. And for Kendrick living in LA, he has a close view on what LA does to people. It's a real thing. So for him, no more parties in LA. Kendrick Lamar and fucking Kanye. It's like, it's just an expression. It's his perspective. And it's cool. It's not, I mean, I'm seeing people saying they're rocking with it. I'm seeing people saying it's the worst shit they've ever heard. But to judge it like it's like, this is not supposed to be this is literally hip hop. Artists could drop whatever they want. Please drop whenever you want, artists. Just do it. Just do it. You guys remember what hip hop was back in the day? You guys remember going for mixtapes and shit like that? Do you remember that? This hip hop there's a lot to it that's missing nowadays. And there's a lot of people that want to restore just the feeling of it. Obviously, we got all this new technology, but just because we got this new tech, we don't want to lose the feeling of hip hop. There was something special about a release date, waiting for an album to drop, going to the store, getting a physical CD. Like, that's real things. This is real moments. This, like, buying a CD was like buying a brand new video game. What? We going, okay, you about to get me Pokemon, and you about to get me the new DMX or fucking whoever? What? Thank you. The greatest ever. I love you. The game documentary album? What? I wanted 2 copies. Just, can I get one and just not open it? What you talking about, boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So the first verse, overall, this is just him setting the stage and explaining kind of everything. It's like he's literally talking like post-beef, after the beef, his perspective on it. That's it. That's it. Nothing too
Give me life, dear God, please give me peace. Dear God, please keep these lame niggas away from me. Dear God, keep me shining. The fuck do they really think? Pocket watching, you must be the police. God bless these words, dear God.
And see, people, like, when people rap, like, you gotta understand, a lot of these rappers, bro, they be trying to rap about, like, shit, but they don't know how to say it, so they do all types of weird shit. Like, Kendrick is just directly calling out all the stuff that we go listen to songs and a rapper will go sprinkle a little lyric about. Motherfuckers talk about motherfuckers pocket watching. Everything in here, there's a verse for, I'm sure, every artist saying that this shit needs to, you know, it's someone's talked about it. He's just picking it and saying, yo, this whole thing is a problem. And it's all in one thing. It's a party. It's right there. It's all one thing, and it needs to be changed. That's it. Fuck you mad at him for?
Bless how I think. Dear God, draw the line. They trying to confuse them with me. Dear God, please forgive me. You knowing how hard I tried. I think it's time for me to watch the party die. Get them gone, we go watch the party die. Send them home, we go watch the...
Kendrick, I want to explain, because a lot of people are so... I mean, to me, it just makes me sick. They're like, oh, I hate his voice and I hate all this stuff. And let me just have a real clear thing for you, okay? If you listen to some of Kendrick Lamar's earlier music, he has an understanding of what schizophrenia is and like multiple personalities, because he's a Gemini, right? He's a Gemini, but he also gets schizophrenia. So he writes stuff, and I'm not saying he has it, but he has an understanding of that from an outside perspective. Like, there's people that hear about it and don't know what the hell that is. I don't know how to describe it, but if you know someone with schizophrenia, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest, my father has schizophrenia. So if you know someone with schizophrenia and you see closer, you just see the way they look at the world and stuff like that, you understand it's just different. And it's not just these people are crazy and all that shit. No, fuck that. It's so far from that. It's really deep. And so when he does these different voices, it's like, you know, there's people that just think in layers, bro. Like, they just think in layers. Like, how do you, when you're so empathetic and you can understand so many different walks of life, it's like there's so many ways to express yourself. Like, you only have one voice, but you understand so many different types of people. You're able to connect and all that. And it's almost like the world's voice becomes your voice type thing. It's just weird. It's very interesting. From some of the things I'm seeing, but for him and his voice changing thing, it's just on that layer creatively. I've never seen. It's cool. It's like it allows him to get so many different. He could get deeper into his music. Like, if you're listening to the lyrics, when he's changing stories and like when he's changing voices and he's changing perspectives, he's going from this person, that person, that person, that person, and you listen to the overall thing, you're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, you guys have to go listen to some of his early work. Like, To Pimp a Butterfly, that album right there, you have to understand what's going on there. It's like it's a movie, but he's the only person telling the story. Does that make sense? It's like, yo, he's telling you what this person said, what that person said, what this person said. It's so fucking deep. And to me, I just respect the level of artistry. And I remember, you know, the reason why I fuck with Kendrick, and just so, because I mean, I'm going to post this on Twitter, so there's people that I just be arguing with on Twitter all day about this shit. But I fuck with Kendrick because when To Pimp a Butterfly dropped, it dropped a few days earlier than what was expected. And I was just sitting on my patio one day, literally with nothing to do. I was just hanging out, smoking a blunt, off work, chilling. And I was hearing about Kendrick Lamar. Like, I knew about him because obviously that first album, but I wasn't so invested into new artists yet. Like, I was still listening to the Game's old album. I was still listening to old E40, old West Coast shit. Like, I didn't really I just wasn't too into the current music at that time. I don't know why. I just loved the shit that I grew up on. And when I heard To Pimp a Butterfly, that was the first time I sat down and listened to, like, lyrics. Because I heard some shit, like, he was just rapping about shit that was, like, real life shit. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, what? That's when I literally pulled up the lyrics. The lyrics weren't out immediately, but I remember pulling up the lyrics, like, that week. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. What did he say? What is this? And you read it, and you read his lyrics. I started reading those songs, and it's like, bro, it's not just scattered thoughts. Like, he literally, the whole song is an experience, bro. It's so fucking dope the way he does that shit. It's so fucking dope the way he does that shit. And that was the first time I ever seen, I never respected, like, the art like that. I was like, oh, this nigga, whoa, oh shit, okay, the third verse is that, it was like first time, like, Lost Ones. I don't know, like, to me, Lost Ones are so deep because the first verse he's talking about Dame, second verse he's talking about Beyonce, third verse he's talking about his nephew, right? But he hit so many different layers each verse, and each one is a different, it was like the first time I grasped onto, like, what really hip-hop was in storytelling, because, you know, I was born in 1995. I wasn't born on the real hip-hop era. So, like, I don't know, that's when I started paying attention to real bars and, like, just song making and how they do that shit and respecting it a lot more. And yeah, Kendrick, the voice changing thing, man. It's so cool, bro. You gotta just respect the art, bro. Like, I know motherfuckers be like, yo, we ain't playing that shit in the club, and there's definitely Kendrick songs that ring in the club, but it's so much bigger than that, bro. Just because you're on whatever timing you're on and you don't want to hear that shit, bro, there's people that literally need that shit to get through. You know what I'm saying? So just to even be the type of person hating on that shit is fucked up. Like, bro, only reason why I'm on this Drake shit right now is just because he's now beefing with Kendrick. And I remember arguing with motherfuckers about this shit in high school. But no matter how I felt about it, I don't make music. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to just be like, every time Drake drops, oh, this is ass cheeks, just for no reason at all. Like, this is the first time I'm ever even, like, publicly doing hip-hop critiques, just because, what the fuck? Finally? They finally did it now? And I got a camera and a fucking mic, and I'm on it. I'm on it. So, I'm just giving you my thoughts here. Okay, so off to the second
Party down. I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and the corporate guys, the rappers that report the lies. I need their families mortified. We can do life without them, get their bodies organized. Tell me if you oblige. No more pillow talking, jump starting neighborhood wars. Dirty macking bitches because your spirit is.
Hold on, okay, there's so much in here. So the street guys and corporate guys, the rappers that report lies. I'm not gonna lie to you. As the older I get, I'm like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that all the rappers I was listening to growing up that was literally telling us just crazy things, telling us to do crazy things, that they did crazy things, and this is how we're gonna make it, they weren't doing none of this shit? Like, I believed that shit growing up as a kid. Luckily, my grandma wasn't going for none of that bullshit, so I could even get it off. If I wanted to go put that red flag on and be like the Game, or go fucking be like Tupac and put the bandana on the head and just go on some rogue shit, whatever it may have been, because they were influencing me, they weren't going for that. They stopped me from that. But there's kids that are like, wait, what? You did what? Oh, I'm about to do more than that. And there's people that literally, there's rappers rapping about a life that they never lived. It's imagined, and they imagine the craziest scenarios. And then you got the next generation that believe those scenarios. Therefore, they just skip from where we actually were to now going above some shit that was imagined by some dudes that are eating at Maestro's and Nobu and fucking up steaks right now. I feel bamboozled. That's my real hip-hop opinion. If we really want to have a conversation, right? And this is why I like Kendrick, because he's breaking to how some people actually really feel, not just the surface level, like, yeah, we're just doing this fan shit. Oh, okay, motherfucker, okay, cool. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. You know, just because this is what we get, but he's peeling that layer back. You understand? I love it. I fucking love it. He's dope for that. He's just dope for that. But I don't like getting bamboozled. I don't like getting bamboozled like that. That part makes me feel weird. And the one thing I have to preface everything, because I am still, no matter how much I love this thing, I have my doubts about this whole beef. And I'm just gonna say it now, just in case it ever comes up. I'm just gonna say it now. How does J. Cole, he planned his album rollouts super long ago. Like, I think he did like 3 albums. This one, the off season, and then the fall off. How does J. Cole fall off before the fall off? Something's up. I'm not gonna lie, that's the only thing that has me looking at this shit funny. Why, and out of all this, did J. Cole actually fall off before the fall off? So he can make his grand, like, what the fuck? So that's the only thing about this whole beef that got me, like, it makes me question everything. Because when I think about everything, I always remember that one thing. How does J. Cole, I mean, he was on the hardest feature run I've ever seen. I literally, my first hip hop video was about to be me saying, yo, I love the big 3 and Kendrick's my favorite artist, but I think J. Cole's taking that spot because his feature run was crazy. And as soon as I filmed that video, the next 2 days, Like That drops. And shit's been on fire since then. But J. Cole literally had the hardest feature run and falls off before the fall off, apologized at his own festival. Something here is fishy. But if I'm not taking that into account, then I'm just enjoying everything as a fan, and that's disregarding what I just said. But I just had to be, I need it on wax somewhere so motherfuckers know, hey, I wasn't all the way falling for it, but that thing got me right there. I'm confused. Falling off before the fall off, that's too perfect. That's too perfect. That's too perfect. Okay, let's continue. Oh, wait, he says, street guys and corporate guys, the rappers that report lies, I need their families mortified. So he's talking about a full court pressure. Everyone that is involved with just doing the bullshit, he now wants to press their families. He said, okay, so you wasn't going to listen. Everybody got to get it now. That's crazy. And that's actually it's kind of fucking scary. Yo, Kendrick is really the boogeyman out this mother. He's a horror rapper. A horror rapper. That is a scary ass line. Imagine you're in your office and you just played 15 black artists out of their goddamn, their whatever. Then you hear this motherfucker come on. You may call him back, yeah, you know what? I'm feeling generous there. You may reverse some shit. No more pillow talking, facts. Jumpstart neighborhood wars. That's a fact. You girls, the girls are a big factor in all this. Everyone focuses on the fellas, but there's so many women and sneaky motherfuckers behind the scenes that are causing all this motion. Like the first time we're actually seeing like how this shit could all be kind of deep is like is the XO, his manager, right? You know, Weeknd's manager, and how he's involved with all the different artists on his own fucking thing. it's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of crazy. It's like, oh, okay. So like we could be, us as a consumer in other situations, we could be looking at these two, but there's these 4 different people that we know too that led to this whole situation happening. And Joe Budden just said something on his podcast like there was something happened backstage somewhere that led to the events of Kendrick Lamar getting the Super Bowl. I don't know what stage he's talking about or where, but I'm hoping that drops. I'm hoping that drops. All right, and before we continue this, nigga, is my haircut fresh? God damn! Shout out to Doc. Oh my God, I'm looking at this bitch just glowing on camera. My forehead's still big, but that's not, I gotta accept that. That's me. That's my personal thing. But motherfucker, I ain't seen my line this straight in a minute. Woo, Lord Jesus. Okay, cool. That's all I got for you on that part. I'm just really proud of it right now. This shit is usually like, my shit right here, my shit be like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's how my shit be going usually. This shit right now working. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Insecure, the flashy nigga with nasty decisions, using money as a backbone. I want his head cracked before he's back home. The radio personality pushing propaganda for salary. Let me know when they turn up as a casualty. I want agony, assault and battery. I see a new earth filled with beautiful people making humanity work. Let's
Bro, he's literally like, come on. He's just saying, bro, it all, like, bro, there'd be people that'd be like, yo, throw him under the jail. He deserves nothing. Like, bro, Kendrick, he's feeling that way about the industry. And he's a massive artist. So he sees all this shit behind the scenes. So it's really scary. That's why it's scary to me. I'm like, oh, because I know Kendrick, when he writing, like, bro, he ain't just bullshitting. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't just bullshitting, but it's like, for him to feel like that, oh, it's deep, bro. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
kill the followers that follow up on popping mollies from the obvious degenerates that's failing to acknowledge the hope that we trying to spread. If I'm not his vote, then you need to bring his fucking head. Salt and battery, I see a new earth filled with beautiful people making humanity work. Let's kill the followers that follow up on popping mollies from the obvious degenerates that's failing to acknowledge the hope that we trying to spread.
Oh my God, bro. Let's kill the followers that follow up on the popping mollies from the obvious degenerates that's failing to acknowledge the hope that we trying to spread. So literally, how could you be mad at that bar? I mean, he's calling out a lot of motherfuckers in the comments, a lot of motherfuckers that are supporting the destruction of these young men and ladies. Like, let's kill the followers that follow up. Follow up is to check in, to stay tuned, to fucking come back. Hey, you good? Oh, I'm here. I'm following up. You, bam, right? So all the people that follow up on the people that are popping mollies, the degenerates, right? And we're talking, it's not, and he's being very aggressive, right? So that's Kendrick. But he's talking about the ones that just literally promote to the kids to do drugs and do weird shit all fucking day. There's actually, you gotta understand, if your whole fan base is kids, why are you rapping about some of the shit you're rapping about? To me, you're a creep. That's how I think about it. Like, if you know that when you go to your show, or you go, like, if outside, there's kids that look up to you and love you and whatever, and then the message you decide to give them directly, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. It is fucked up. It's a fucked up game. And he's saying that those people are failing to acknowledge the hope that we trying to spread. Because if you have a platform this big, you should at least try to spread love throughout humanity and get people to go vibrate higher and not lower into destruction, right? So if people are mad at this message, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What the fuck are you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of time are you on? This is not a situation where you show outrage, like, bro, oh, wow, he said some deep stuff there, not my cup of tea. But he said some deep, like, if you could look at this and not see anything of why he's coming from this perspective, I worry, bro. I worry. I'm sorry, I worry. I do. We look at Jay when he does those bars. Yo, he said to do this. Oh my God, he changed my life. He changed my life. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? If we're gonna hold on to every line, you tell me now all of a sudden you can't hear what he's saying, you don't understand it? You can hear everything else, but you don't understand this shit? Reading comprehension. Okay. If I'm not, oh wait, let me.
If I'm not his vote, then you need to bring his fucking head or film that shit in high res. God.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, see, okay. See, he's wilded out. I think we're gonna get a horror album from Kendrick. There was a rumor that he was working on a horror album, horror rap. And when I hear like 616, when I hear 616, all this shit gives me like real psychopath, fucking serial killer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing.
Spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer.
It's smooth, but everything he's saying, like he got a real message. I mean, need I not bring up this scary shit?
Dear Sandra, your son got some
right? Horror rap. Think he's working on a new genre. He's testing it out in this beat. And this is crazy because that means, like, bro, when he dropped Blacker Than Berry, he was saying some shit that no one was just like as big as him. Like, he just said it so blatantly. Black is everything. Say something about it. That was like, he said it was so crazy. I remember when Blacker Than Berry, I'm like, oh shit. That shit just was so, oh God. Why is he so upset? Like, oh my fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was going for it. But the message was like, if you've never heard anything like that, and all the other messaging you got was, you're the boogeyman, you're fucking black, the police are gonna do this to you, they're gonna do this to you, you're this, you're that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand how it feels. Like, black sometimes feels like you're just literally the boogeyman. Like, motherfucker, I go to a store, I got a lady turning her fucking cart because she thinks I'm gonna fucking roar, Godzilla type shit. Like, bitch, what? I'm on my phone looking on Twitter right now and getting some fucking milk. You know what I'm saying? So that feeling that we have to live with that due to some bullshit, it's a real feeling. So the expression and him going into that horror direction now, I mean, if he's doing it right now, I'm thinking he's going to lean all the way into it. And for that to be the energy for his next album is going to be pretty fucking crazy. But he's going for full on just destruction. Straight destruction of the bullshit. That's all I could call it. Oh my God.
God, give me life. Dear God, please give me peace. Dear God, please keep these lame niggas away from me. Dear God, keep me shining. The fuck do they really think? Pocket watching, you must be the police. God bless these words. Dear God, bless how I think. Dear God, draw the line. They trying to confuse them with me. Dear God, please forgive me. You knowing how hard I tried. I think it's time for me to watch the party die. Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. Fuck these niggas up or show them just what prayer do. I wanna be empathetic, my heart like D1, but I will. It's time to get these devils out the way. Heavy metals on my sword, we settle hard disputes today. The ghetto Hollywood divorce, say hello to your future fate. The culture bred with carnivores, you let them snack, they eat your face. The signatures is being forged. They pray to do. Bless these words, dear God, bless how I think. Dear God, draw the line, they trying to confuse them with me. Dear God, please forgive me, you knowing how hard I tried. I think it's time for me to watch the party die. Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. Fuck these niggas up or show them just what prayer do. I wanna be empathetic, my heart like D1, but I will. It's time to get these devils out the way. Heavy metal.
Yo. He is, yo, it's deep. But I would, you know what, motherfucker, that's a real, that's a feeling, bruh. That's a real you gotta get it, man. You gotta get it.
On my sword, we settle hard disputes today. The ghetto Hollywood divorce, say hello to your.
We settle hard disputes today. Not the soft shit, not the easy stuff to discuss. No, we're going at hard topics here.
Future fate, the culture bred with carnivores. You let them snack, they eat your face. The signatures is being forged. They wonder why I'm not enthused to drop. The more visible you get, the more your spiritual is tried. It's cynical to say I know these artists petrified. The end result in jail by Jezebel, a drugged up full of lies. Critical, I know my physical is tested all the time. I'm pitiful, sunk in place soon as I'm questioning my pride. I'm seeing ghosts, blacking out, relapsing 1/3 at a time. I spend no feelings that ain't mine. I'm in my feelings when I slide. I mean, a nigga one.
Now that whole part right there is like, he's telling you exactly how he's feeling. Like everything he was describing, you know, he's like describing what's going on out here. Now he's looking more so within. Like, yo, I'm seeing all this and this shit has to happen. And this is how I'm feeling. These are my hurdles. These are his hurdles, right? So that's a
wonder what Lecrae would do. Terrace Martin said I'm mentally with layers, true. I flood the market with my best regards, I paid your dues. And so it's up if you ain't one of ours, it's bad news. My nigga Jay Estrada said I gotta burn it down to build it up. That confirmation real as fuck, it ain't too many real as us. Locking into what I trust, looking outside, the kids live tomorrow. Cause today the party just...
The kids live tomorrow cause today the party just died. Now, if we agree, these kids are addicted to their phones, they're swiping, they're listening to some of the craziest things ever, the messaging that they're getting is sick. These kids they have it rough. Like, at least we were a little sheltered for some of this shit. These kids got a direct source to whatever bullshit is being sent their way, right? And it's having a really big effect, and you can't just let a whole generation just go out there like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I mean? It's just, fuck. The messaging has to change. Everything has to change. I mean, I don't know how to say more without saying, like, you guys already know all the conspiracy. You know. Let's act like we know what we're talking about here. And this is the conversation after all that research we've done and wondering, is it this, is it that, is it that? This is how someone in this space is feeling right now. And no one's really felt like this before. Everyone's bullshitted and said they felt like it, but no one's 3 verses said exactly how they feel about this shit directly after taking out one of the biggest people in the space. You gotta add this shit up, man. It gets kind of crazy out here, you know? It gets crazy. So that is it. That is the end of the record, at least. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, Watch the Party Die. Absolutely fire record. I just think it's another, it's a storyline. It's another, a storyline, but it's like a journal entry. You know what I'm saying? On this, like when he does music, bro, that shit all means something. It's all layered. It's all connected. The evolution of Kendrick, it's pretty like, it's a continuation. This is like the Heart Part 6. Let's see. There's this tweet. These people on Twitter going crazy. Lecrae had said something.
Drake stood any chance?
I thought this was great.
Oh no. Did you think Drake stood any chance against Kendrick Lamar? No. Not a small chance.
No.
Oh, he was crazy.
Drake is a great rapper, but Kendrick's from the culture. You see what I'm saying? Like you can. This is my opinion. Hot take. Drake is a phenomenal rapper.
Facts.
And Ghost Riders aside, he's a great rapper. I know he can really rap. But Drake is a fan of the culture. Kendrick is a product of the culture. It's a difference. Hip hop, rap music has pretty much always been about people coming from the trenches, dealing with some trauma, some pain, the struggle.
Yeah.
It's why Eminem gets the rock like that, because he really come from that. You know what I'm saying?
From 8 Mile.
It's hard to pop it like that if you don't really come from that. It's hard to have that dog in you if that's not, you know what I'm saying? If your mama was making you lunch as an adult, it's hard to just pop it like that, bro. It's just, it just ain't the same.
And actually, I'm going to close it off on that note right there. Great. Said it perfectly, Lecrae. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I'm your host, KDS Letters. I appreciate you guys for tuning into my channel. I'm going to try to stay more consistent with the content. If you guys have any suggestions, anything, please let me know. Let me know what subjects you want me to talk about, whatever. Let me know what was your favorite part of the stream. If you liked any points, if you say fuck your points, whatever it is, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. I love you. You're the greatest. And I hope you have a great day. All right.